I am here. Let's see if this works. I hope so. I'll wait a while. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got two. Let's see who's here. Can you say hello? Let me know who you are. Por favor. I had a problem with the other live feed I was doing, so my apologies for any confusion. Hello, who's there? Anybody want to say hello? Okay. Hi, Marquina. What's up? Hola. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I hope people aren't over at the other place because I started one live stream and something technically went awry and I had to start over here. So, okay, we have three actors. Orsina, hey, welcome back, welcome back. Excited. You doing okay, Francina? Getting some great feedback on your tape. Very nice, very proud of you. Yes. The lighting okay? Say hello so I can get started. Say hello. Por favor. I know some people may be on the other feed. That's why I am trying to hang out here for a minute, let it get started. Live chat. Okay, I'm doing well, staying out of the kitchen. I know, right? When you're in the house, where else is there to go? Ah! I know. I've been chilling. I'm chilling away from the kitchen. Okay, it's with 3 minutes, 4 minutes in. I want to make sure some other people aren't still over on the other site. Let me see. I wonder how I can check. Okay, we got 4 people here. Yeah. Lavelle, are you ready now? I'm here. How many? I see I got 5 people. Who else is here? Tell me who's here. Let me check the other setup that I had because maybe there's some people there that could be up 5. Okay. Are this the same 5 that are over there? I hope. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. This the same 5 that are over there? Okay, so there's just a delay here. Okay, great. I see what's up. I messed this up. Yo, son, I messed it up. Okay. All right, I'm back. Hi, Brianna. Sorry. Hey. Good to see you here. All right, so I'm just gonna get it, and people can jump in when they see fit. You know, I love on-time actors, so thank you to those of you who are on time. I see I got 6 people here. Let me know who you are. Ask anything you'd like at any given time. Welcome to the Marishka Method. We're going to talk about the 4th wall, and we're going to talk about previous circumstances and, also reiterate what the personalization is, substitution for those Ivana Chubbuck students. They say substitution. I say personalization, but it's all good. It's all a part of the things, the everythings. Okay. First of all, I want to ask you, going back to a couple of lessons before, have you guys started your morning pages? Who is doing their morning pages? That's what I want to know. If you have started doing your morning pages, how has it served you? Do you love it? Barry. Okay, let me Let me see. There's some people trying to get in, but they cannot find um, um, on YouTube. They're on Facebook, on YouTube, on YouTube. Let's see. Yes, here. Yes, here on. Okay. All right. Let me go back. All right. Sorry, guys. Pages. I've been doing mine. I hope you've been doing yours. I also want to sing in. It's wonderful to be seen. Trust me. And I hope everyone is feeling good physically and spiritually. Okay. All right. So another tool from the Artist's Way, this book here that I was talking about, it's called Artist Date. Hola, Dao. Yes. Listen, guys. Where's the other live? This one is buffering. Well, I don't know why it's buffering because someone said that on the feedback, it's not buffering. The other live feed I turned off. So, I don't know why it's buffering to you. They said it could be your personal connection. And, maybe your location. So Oladapo, shout out to Oladapo for making that wonderful, that he did that for me. And I'm so appreciative. It came out so well. And I'm very appreciative of Oladapo. Listen, you guys, a great resource for actors is called indieactivity.com. He's there now. Oops. Oh, let me type that in so you guys can have it so you can go there. Indieactivity.com. Yes. Oladapo, you are thebomb.com for real. Okay, so this is the book. This is amazing. So the morning pages, and they also talk about an artist date. And that's an artist date is just when you do something just by yourself and for your artist. I've been doing puzzles. I've been doing, I've found some wonderful adult coloring books. So things like that. That's great. I just bought a folding big cardboard thing to start my vision board. Got some old magazines, about to do some of that. Probably, I don't know, maybe tonight I'll start. Hi, Sheila. Happy birthday, baby. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. All right. So, Tiffany, what's up? Okay, we're stuck on the other page. Let's see. Message retracted. Why? All right. So I'm sorry about that, Tiffany. There was a technical problem on the other live feed. Let's see if I can get those people over here before I get into the lesson. Let me see. I can tell them to go. Okay. See, there's 11 people over there. Sorry, guys. I just got to take care of this for some reason. The other one had a technical difficulty, so I'm trying to actually delete that to maybe drive people. It won't let me. All right. So, okay. It's on another YouTube page. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Okay. All right. So, how did you guys do with the beats? How did you guys do with the beats? Hi, Linda. How are you? I want to make sure you guys were clear about the operative beat, about the exposition beat, conflict, character statement, need be. This is important, yeah? Okay, so again, if you have any questions about that, it's important, yeah? Okay, so again, if you have any questions about that, ask as we're going through these two new tools. All right. And about your 5-year-old, how I dropped you into the 5-year-old and the animal. The animal is super duper important when you're introducing these beats. Okay. All right. So let me talk to you about the fourth wall. Back. Okay. Touch back on character statement briefly. Yeah. Okay. So the character statement beat is it pertains to the public persona and how you deal with certain events, certain circumstances, certain relationships. A character statement is an opinion on something. It's a point of view, how you feel about something, such as to be, it's a state of being in any given moment. So when the character is voicing an opinion, when the character is reacting a certain way that is very particular to that character, it's a character statement. And you want to think about a way that the character is dealing with something, to be apprehensive, to be skittish, to be nervous, to be enthusiastic. These are character statements, a state of being, and it pertains on how the character views something. Does that make sense, Brianna? Is that clearer? Let me know if that makes sense to you. Okay. All right. So now the fourth wall. Okay, great. The fourth wall is a vital tool. And let me first explain what the fourth wall is, okay? So when you're on stage or you're on set, whether it be television or film, right? You may be in a location or you may be on a soundstage, but you have 1, 2, 3 walls. The fourth wall is what's out in front of you. And in real life, what's out in front of you is usually an audience, if you're in the theater, or a little lost on relational conflict. Okay, I'll get back to you, Markina. I'll get back to you on the, people are still messaging me, on the relational conflict. Okay, just remind me so that I don't, I get lost too. I get lost a little bit, but I will remember. I'll try to remember, but remind me. Okay. The fourth wall is what's out in front of you. So whether it could be the audience, it could be the crew, the director. When you're on set, all of this stuff is there. Like you have the script supervisor, you have the director in their chair, you have the sound guy, you have all the technical, the tech people, everything is out there on that fourth wall. So the fourth wall is that place. And the fourth wall is designed, it's a tool for you to engage your imagination. And what you do, the fourth wall is a cocoon. It's meant to shield you from what is actually there. Okay, so that's one purpose of the fourth wall. So when you want to put images on your fourth wall that will serve the character as far as storytelling, and it keeps the stuff, the layers that we've spoken about, they keep the layers active. Okay, I just introduced Francina to the fourth wall. Wasn't it helpful, Francina? Where's what? Where's the other page? I hope it's gone. I hope everyone is here. Okay. Let me know you're here. I see we got 15 people watching. That's what I see. That's awesome. Thank you. And I hope the connection is good for you, and everything. Okay, so, okay, any questions about that part of the fourth wall? That the fourth wall should be where you cocoon yourself as the character into the life and the world of the character's life. So it's to shield you from all of the outside influences, the audience, the cameraman, the director, the script supervisor, the sound guy holding the mic boom over your head. Okay, so that's one part of what the fourth wall is meant to do. Now, the other part of what the fourth wall is meant to do, it is meant to serve the storyteller. So the images, coming from a theater background, I knew what using that layer on screen made me. Okay, copy that. It just gave you a tighter focus. Okay, hang in there, Sheila. Hang in there with the buffering. Okay. And hopefully you can find, it'll go straight through in playback, hopefully. Okay. All right. So the images that you invest in on your fourth wall should give you, it should be soul food for the actor to play off of it, should give you information. So what do you put on your fourth wall? I'm glad you asked. Okay. So always in the middle is to whom you're speaking. So with the scene that we've been working on, the Melinda Jason scene, if you're on camera as an audition, as opposed to being in a scene playing off of the other person, if you're on camera and you're auditioning, the personalization or substitution for your Jason or Melinda should be in the middle. Okay, that's to whom you're speaking. A little bit to the left should be the layer of the need. You think always the heart is on your left. So the need should be on the left. So the need is the heart of the character, right? So the need layer is the need unfulfilled. Okay? Really? Look at that. I don't even understand what's happening. Sorry. Somebody's trying to be in the room with us and it's not coming through. All right. So the need is the layer of when you discover the character's need, you want to go to a time in your life when the need was unfulfilled, right? So if you've discovered the need for the character is to be accepted, you want to think of a time when the need was unfulfilled. That means rejection, right? Think of a time when you were rejected. If the need is to be understood, think of a time when you were misunderstood. Okay. If the need is to be respected, think of a time when you were completely disrespected, right? Now, in those layers, you have a person and you have a place that's associated with that event. So that is what you want to put on the fourth wall, the person and place of a time when the need was unfulfilled. Clear? Okay, so now we got two focal points for your fourth wall. You have the personalization in the middle and a little bit to the left, not too far off, right? So you don't want to look too far off because the energy goes a little strange. So if the person is here on the fourth wall, you want to put the other person and the place with the need associated with it about here. So boom, boom. Okay. Now, what's to the right? Now, when you think of the super objective, right? What is the character trying to achieve? What is the objective? What is the mission of the character? You want to think of what the dream here. What do you really, 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 really want? that is what you put to the right. You want to be really clear. You want to have a vivid imagination. One of our strongest tools are our imagination. So you have, and once you get, get that working, so you have the need, person in place, you have the personalization, substitution for your Melinda or your Jason or to whom you're speaking, and you have the dream, what the desire is, what it looks like healthy. These are the three main focal points that you want to have on your fourth wall. Now, what that does is you take time, you spend time to make sure that those things are informing you. You want to take time, boom, boom, boom. You want to make sure that it's vivid in your imagination, and that when I say that it's informing you, I mean that it's making you feel a sensation. We're speaking through our truth, but it has to start with the sensation, and it's that sensation that we give voice to. Okay, is that clear? The dream, the desire, the wish, the dream. What do I want to achieve? What does this situation, if we're going with this scene that is on the website that I asked everyone to download, what does Melinda want? What does this look like healthy? This is my desire. So that's what I mean by the dream. Is that clear? What does Jason really like? Okay, so basically, what is the character fighting for? That's a good way to put it. What is Melinda fighting for? What is Jason fighting for? What is this my character fighting for? Put the image of that, the image of you obtaining that on the right. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad you asked. I want to be super duper clear because, these tools, it's not rocket science, but it's about clarity. Clarity is everything to move through these certain tools. Ah, gotcha. Eye on the prize type thing. Yes. Eye on the prize. Amen. I like the way you word that. See, I love when, the actor, that's the light that goes off for me. And when you get it and you can wrap your own language around it, that's what makes it applicable. That's when you're able to apply the tool. And that's when you say, boom, I got this for my arsenal. Boom, I got it. All right. You got it, Brianna. You got it, Tiffany. Everybody got what that dream means and what it looks like in full out technicolor. All right. So you got boom, the need, boom, the person, which you also have a need from that person, Clarity is everything. Oh, you use karate films as an example if you were to take out the sound. Can I hear? The fourth wall helps. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's so interesting. Very, very interesting, Francina. You got stuff. I like your arsenal. That's dope. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That is the fourth wall, and at any given moment, as you're speaking as the character and as you're moving the story forward with your beats and your actions and you're clear on what you're trying to achieve and you're committed to the life of this character and you found the marriage, this fourth wall is that tool that will save you. Trust me, that fourth wall will save you. Sometimes even in the audition room, you might go up. And if you stay committed to that fourth wall, it will give you something. Trust me, I've been there. I've used it. I have to use it. It's there. It's a tool. All right. So that is the fourth wall. Can I move on? Is there any questions? Are there any questions? Excuse my language. I get excited. Are there any questions about the fourth wall? Cheers. Yes, we're good. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to the previous circumstances. Okay. Now, cheers. Hey, Natalie, what's up? What's up? Okay. Good to see you here. I'm glad you're here. All right. Hey, Mo, what's up? Boop, boop, boop. Good to see you. If you missed anything, I will be posting this video as soon as we're done, and you could go back and see what we missed. And I apologize if you were on the other live stream. I will post it again as soon as I'm good. Todrick, you're late. Bad. If you were here, I'd slap your wrist, man. Slap your wrist, Jono. All right, so we're moving on to the previous circumstances. This tool, what are previous circumstances? Okay. Okay. Sorry, Mo, but it'll be up in its entirety after this if it's buffering. I've been told that people experience buffering while I'm live, but then when they do the playback, it's good. So there's nothing I could do about that. Just do the playback if you miss anything vital, or if you're late, Todrick. Okay. All right. What are previous circumstances? Now, when you get a scene, they'll give you, the action and what's going on. Like for the LaCroix scene, Melinda and Jason are dressed in their evening dress. Jason, yes, those are previous circumstances. But I say, how do you personalize them? What is that? Who is that? How do you personalize the previous circumstances? Someone's there. I just don't know who it is. Is that you, Barry? Who's that? I can't hear you. But that's okay. You're there. Yeah, so don't worry. Just enjoy the lesson. Enjoy. I'll speak with you soon. All right, so yes, those are the given previous circumstances, but how do you make that personal? How do you make the previous circumstance personal? So you want to go, sorry, it might be the volume of people. I don't know. It's just everybody's on the internet these days. So that's what we are. That's where we are. Okay. So how do you make the previous circumstances personal? This is an amazing tool because what you choose for your previous circumstances are going to set the stakes of where you are in this, your stakes up, that they're high, and that that you have a lot to lose if you don't lessons. So again, go back to those lessons where we're talking about conflict. It's right there on the YouTube channel. Okay. All right. So how do you personalize previous circumstances? Now think of this event and this relationship. I'm sure that you could find something similar. Now think about, maybe there's a song that you can relate to, that you could put in your ear, that can drop you into a sensation. Music is the fabric. Music is woven into the fabric of our lives. All right. Can I get an amen? So maybe there's a song that you can associate with this event. That's a good way, is in the fabric of our lives. Okay. So it could be a song that will bring you to a place that you can relate to you and that relationship. Hallelujah, right? I didn't know we could use songs. I've been doing it anyways. Yep, there you go. So you have an innate gift of knowing. Okay. You could use a song. There you go. So you have an innate gift of knowing. Okay. You could use a song. You can use something that person said to you. Maybe someone said something to you in that event, the significant person, or the person that you're speaking to. Maybe they said something to you that you'll never forget. And you could hear that person say it like 3, 4, 5 times, however many times you need to hear them say it for it to cause a sensation, right? Maybe it's something someone did to you that you'll never forget. Remember what that was. Remember what it was and how it made you feel, and let it cause a sensation. Yeah. It could be a certain line, you know, of text. It could be and it could be the need that drops you in. You know, you can repeat the need. I need to be accepted. I need to be respected. I need to be loved. I need to be taken care of. Whatever that need is, you could repeat that over and over and let that drop you into a sensation. So what that is you let that sensation drop in, and wherever you feel it, that is whenever you let that sensation drop in, and wherever you feel it, that is what you use to catapult you into the first beat. So in just terms, right? Previous circumstances, if you're doing, you know, it's that run, jump onto the apparatus that you're working with, whether it's the uneven bars, whether it's the horse, you know, it's the, or sometimes that athlete will run, jump and miss the mark, right? It's true. It's just real life right now. Or reference memories to tap into the sensation. Yeah, for sure. Reference that memory to tap into the sensation. Okay, so now here's the thing. The previous circumstances are important because as soon as you open your mouth as the character, you have to be in the truth. As a casting director, as a director, they're not going to wait for the character to find the truth. In fact, if you send in a tape and you're not in your truth, as soon as you open your mouth, they may forward the tape because they probably have 25, 35, 40 more actors to look at. So if you're not in, forget about it. Forget about it. So that's why the previous circumstances are super duper important. Any question about that? Let's be clear. Y'all got it? Yeah? Okay. Okay, good. All right. So let me go back. Oh, there's a question. Clear. Okay. Thank you, Mo. Mo. All right. So Markina, let me answer your question. It was about relational conflict. Okay. That's why the first line has to drive. The first line has to be so solid, you know, because term, every action is a reaction. So in that first moment, what are you reacting to? Especially if it's a monologue. No one's saying anything to you. So you have to be reacting from something. Yeah. So that first beat has to be in. All right. So what do you want to know? What can I clear up about relational conflict, Markina? Relational conflict is between you and the other person, you and the other character. So, okay, let me wrap my mind around. I'll give you some examples and let me see if that'll clear it up. I have a few more minutes to clear it up because I want to ask you, I want to tell you some other information before I get off of this. All right. So when you're driving towards getting your goal met, that person does or says something that stops you from getting what you want, or even the way they're being, the way they're acting, the way they are dealing with this, their character statement. Their character statement can be a conflict for you. So let's go into the Melinda thing. All right. So when I was doing the dramatic beats, right? This first dramatic beat, Melinda says, okay, his phone is ringing. He doesn't answer it. She says, could be important. And he says, what could be more important than our anniversary that you and your dad made such a big deal about? That is belittling. So him belittling her, identify that. He's belittling her. So that is that identifying what he's doing to her in that moment is the conflict. Does that make sense? He's belittling her. So him belittling her is a conflict in itself, right? And that makes you feel a certain way. And when that makes you feel a certain way, you want to ask, and what do you do? Internal energy, right? So I might want to crunch down in a corner, right? So the reaction could be an internalized feeling of crunching down in a corner, like, why? What's the line? Why do I feel like you're hiding something, right? So her reaction to that belittling caused, that's the conflict right there. How does she react to that? Does that make sense? Acting is doing. It's not only that you identify it, you have to do something in that moment. Yes? Markina, does that make sense? Talk to me. So it makes sense to Mo. Good. Markina, you asked the question, yes? Are you aware? Tanya, hey, Tanya, what's up? Good to see you here. Markina, let me know if that makes sense to you, please. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So those are the tools that I wanted to share with you today. The fourth wall, boom, boom, boom. And as you develop this tool, you can start adding more things on your fourth wall to really fill it out. And then we spoke about the previous circumstances. So those two things are clear. So what I want you to know, I want to extend an invitation to everyone that we're doing a Zoom scene study class this Saturday, April 11th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have to go a little over, that's fine. But we're doing it on this Melinda and Jason scene. So study to see the work. So listen. She is amazing and she does a lot of casting. So she said, and she's doing a lot. So she's going to come into the Zoom scene study class to see the work. So I'll partner you guys up. And I want everyone to get a crack at this scene. We've been building this character for what, 5 weeks. So I want you to I want to see that you're applying these tools and you get to be seen by a casting director that's doing a lot of stuff. Get the scene from the website. I'll put it right here, www.marishkasphillips.com/the preparatory. Oh, sorry, I lost my spelling. Okay, boom. There is the website. Are there any more questions? So yeah, so sign up as soon as you can. And like I said, this Saturday, I hope you guys can make it. Also with dramatic beats. Was going over last week's notes. You said they're good to use when you don't have a lot of time, but how can that color the text? Well, it colors the movement. It's broader strokes. It colors the movements because you know what you're clear on what you're doing. Acting is doing, right? Acting is doing, right? So you're clear on what you're doing in these dramatic beats. So if you don't have time, like you say, you get a cold. And I'm really curious to see what you guys came up with. I mean, you know what happens. It'll show up in the work. So if you don't do the beats, it'll be pretty one-noted. But when in terms of the dramatic beats, if you know what you're doing in each of these beats, it'll still keep the story moving forward. And that's how it helps with color, because you're clear on what you're doing. Acting is doing. Okay? All right. So does that make sense? Okay. All right. So that is it for this webinar. Again, thank you so much for joining. And I hope everything, is good with you and yours. God bless you. Stay safe, stay creative, stay productive, stay well, stay home. For $50, if you want to, even if you want to do a session on the scene before the casting director sees you, that'll be good too. Oh, happy birthday, Sheila. Yay, I'm glad you enjoyed this. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Peace, blessings, and hopefully I'll see you enjoy this. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Peace, blessings, and hopefully I'll see you in the scene study. God bless you. Take care. Spread joy.